Welcome everybody, I'm Susu. For those of you that don't know, this is going to be the last one of the night, and hopefully I'll get them all posted. I even have some old ones I did on July 4th that I never posted. One of them is a very gloomy one. It's a bit long, like 22 minutes, but it's so worth it. When you actually see the way I lay this stuff out, the intuitive nature of learning about the macro environment and what's hidden that no one's really talking about as much as they should, that is so important to know. And I lay it out, so I promise you should see that one. It's about the whole entire quarter of the yield curve being inverted, how only 77 companies are driving the whole entire stock market rally, and how, for the most part, 11,000 of the companies that are like within the stock market over like, I forget what it was. I do know for sure the average return was like over the last 18 months was like negative 10%. It just blows your mind. I mean, I just found out today reading a story that I couldn't believe it either. Like, so many, they were talking about the bonuses that people on Wall Street are getting and how they actually had an average return last year of negative 17%. They lost people 17%, and their bonuses were up between 5 to 9%. We're talking about bonuses that are like in the realm of $50 million bonuses. And they were up between 5 and 9%, even though their average return was a 17% loss. All right, here we go. Jill, J-I-L-L, that's J Jill Incorporated. I noticed something here. I was looking at this, and I think it's going to go to 296. I would say if you're in this, hold it till 296. I might buy this tomorrow on a dip downward. The dip I would be looking for would be the same as like how this one is, where it got above it, then came back to its lines. So that would be, I would be using the 5-day to try to determine when the break. Okay, so what I'm looking for is this. The same how this one was right here. It went up. It broke up towards the Bollinger Band there. I would be looking for the same thing to happen here around the 240, 245 range, and then look for the breakdown. The breakdown I would be looking for would be, actually, if I can for a second here, I'm actually going to take the Bollinger Bands away. I'm going to put my SMA on, make sure it's 220, 50, 200. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm looking for right there. And this is what I'm trying to get it at. 218, that means tomorrow will be around 220. So I'm going to set an alert right now at or below 220. And if it does go anywhere near that, I'm a buyer automatically. And the reason why is, again, I'm going to go back and delete that. Forgive me, I should have kept that one. Do my indicators, delete the EMA, put the SMA back on, and then go ahead and do the Bollinger Bands. My Bollinger Band has a deviation of 2 and a period of 20. And this is why right here, we're looking for, see how it went from like went all the way up to 240, back down to 220. Well, now it's going to go to like 245, and then I wanted to come back to like 222. So maybe I'll change that. I'm going to change that. Right now, go here, active Jill, edit alert, and we'll do 225. There's a reason why update alert, and the reason why is because this right here. This is why I'm willing to get in there. I'm willing to get in there because of this. If you actually look, it has more time. It has more time to run. It probably is going to go up till it touches Bollinger Band around 296. And if you look on the 1 month, it tells you where that's at right there. Right there. Now it's been slowly just moving and slowly making this decision to get up. Now it has the middle of the Bollinger Band as support. It has the 20-day SMA below it. And then right there is the top of the Bollinger Bands. Well, that's also going to coincide with the 50-day moving average. So I wanted a little bit cheaper. 226. Look where the bid's at. 226. I put my alert at 225. Hopefully someone buys the bid, buys into it, drops it 225. I'll get my alert, and then I'll take it and run with it and just hold it until it gets up here in this range around the 295 range. All right, let's take a look at another one. We got Trox IDN. Let's look at Workhorse and see where that's at. Workhorse is doing its thing. It's just riding up the 20-day SMA, has been for like 3 months now. Look at that. I mean, look at how clear cut that is. So actually, this is just now hitting there, but the problem is look how tight that Bollinger is getting now. Look right here. I mean, what a clear thing. If you were just said, this is all I'm going to use. I'm going to use the 20-day SMA and the Bollinger Bands to sell. Look what you would do. Buy it on the 20. You'd sell if it pops out of the Bollinger Bands. Buy it on the 20. Sell it if it gets out of the Bollinger Bands. It would have got out here. Then you would have missed this one right here. You would have missed that because it wouldn't have returned until right there. Because it would have came down, but it would have never came back to the 20. So you would have missed all of this. But if you were just waiting patiently, back to the 20 right there. and then right to the Bollinger Bands. I mean, even if you're like, if it goes to the Bollinger Bands or outside of it, I'll sell it. Let's see, you made that right there. It goes right to it. You sell it anywhere near here, and then you buy it here. Let me just look at that. It's unbelievable. The problem is, look at how tight the Bollinger Bands are getting now. So basically, this line is going to keep getting closer, and then this line is going to come up. And as that range gets tighter, either a breakout or a breakdown is going to happen soon. It's probably going to take place around the 315 range. So what I'm going to do is, I will put an alert to tell me if it goes to 265. If it doesn't go there, I don't want anything to do with it. And the only reason why is because the volume's even getting lower. Look at the volume today, 750,784. Average 10-day, 3.16 million. So that is getting depleted. So I'm going to put it, and I don't think I'm going to end up playing this. I'll see though, if it's like a big drop at or below. Actually, I'll do at or below 260. It has to be a deep drop for me to even care. Now, it's not too deep of a drop, but it would have to be there for me to care. NBY, which everyone's forgotten about at this point. Okay, so it's right there in the middle of its Bollinger Bands holding. Let's see what the EMA says on this thing. Indicators, upward chart, EMA. Let's take a look. Wow. Look at the 20 EMA. It's sitting right on top of it. Wow, wow, wow. It's like right there. Let's actually take a look at the indicators. If we do the 5913, well, that won't help because we already see the 20, so the 5913 will mean nothing. So actually, because as you can see the 20 right there, look, if you use the Bollinger Bands in that place, in the place of that, you can use the SMA and the Bollinger Band, and look at the Bollinger Band right in the middle is going to be the 20. Be like the same thing as the 20-day EMA. See it right there? Boom. And look at the 20-day. That'll be the same thing as the 20-day EMA line right there, that middle line. So right now may be the right time to buy this again. I see the spread is wide. I could just put a buy alert. Oh, the 200's at. Let's see where the 200 days at. I'm gonna watch this one. But 130. I'll put alert 130 because it'll come down and touch the 200-day SMA right there. If it does break down and touch that, I think we're gonna have a pop off very soon. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put an alert for 133. At or below 133. At or below 133. In addition to that, whoops, fix that. 133. In addition to that, I'm going to set another alert because it may come here. I'm going to set another alert for if it breaks above 170. Let's see. That would be it. We're looking at the top. However, 177 was the high on this red candle right here. So at or above 177. Alert. At or above 177. If it breaks above that, then it may be about to run again. So there's my alerts for that. Now let's keep riding down and see what we can find. Let's see. Biohaven, CIFS, XSPA, what was that? Express Fall, Morph, Arconic, FCEL. I warned someone about that the other day, and this is why. Look, I told them, I said, well, dude, it came out of the Bollinger Bands. I wouldn't play with it. Look at that. It was at like $1. It went all the way down, back down that day to 62 cents. And now it's sitting there right on the 200-day, right above the 200-day, right on the 50-day SMA, which look what just happened. Right now you got, look, you had the Bollinger's there and it dropped deeply. You had the Bollinger, popped out of the Bollinger here, it dropped, but not so deep. But something else occurred. Right here, you actually looked, the golden cross occurred right there. The 50-day SMA passed up through the 200-day SMA. You see that? So the golden cross did occur, and then it had its drop. The drop came back down to the 50-day SMA right there. It held. I think you should be watching FCEL. You want to see right here, if this is the Bollinger Band, the middle band, there's the top band, and there's the bottom band. You want to watch to see if this middle band can come up and give some support too. If and when this can hold like this going up here, and this Bollinger Band can come up and help meet that, you're going to be able to head back up in decent fashion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold by just saying alert me. Watch what I do. Alert me if it's at or above 70. I'll do alert at or above 75. Okay? Alert me at or below. What you do for the at or below, you just go right here. Right here. At or below 50. Okay? Which is where the Bollinger Band, the middle of the Bollinger Band is now. So at or below 52. Now you might say, well, that's crazy. That's a far. Just that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do wide and then I'm going to try to catch it before it runs. So at or below 52, and then aiming for the at or above 75 to see, is it going to try to stabilize and go up there. And basically I'm not going to buy it if it goes above 75 or at 75. I'm going to start to watch it there to see, does it find its rhythm on top of the 50-day SMA. So that's what we're going to do. And then we'll do one more real quick and we'll be done, because that camera battery is so close to dying. We're going to do MGI, because I think everyone's forgetting about MGI. Look where it's at, staying right there. It just had the yeah, so right here, see what it is? Look, got it right here, staying right in that range right there. It's just now having its 20-day SMA come up. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set an alert right here. There's the 20-day SMA. There's the bottom of the Bollinger Bands. I am going to set an alert for right here. If it goes, I would say right here, which would be about, let's go back and take a look at what that is. I will put the price range around 230, 229, 230. So I'm going to do at or below 230. At or below 230. If it triggers that, I'm going to buy it for a swing upward. There's 3 basic ones right there, and that's how I find them, guys. And I just keep doing that every single day, and what happens is I end up with 20 or 30 alerts a week, and as they come out, I can adjust, do whatever I have to do to make it the best possible trade. But you guys have to try to use these alerts. That's how I found Maxer, KPTI continuously. That's how I did Ovid the other day, Melinta the other day. That's how I find so many of my alerts. I go through, I plan them properly, I set the alerts, and I don't even care. I don't pay anything, no attention to them. And then the alert goes off and I go, okay, now let me boom, get back in there. Okay, let me check this out. Let me see if I'm ready to play this now. And then I make my decision from there. I want you guys to do the same, because I want you to learn how to fish, not be buying fish. Don't buy fish, it's too expensive. Learn how to fish. You feed yourself forever. All right, I love you guys. Peace.